Welcome to the installation guide for the Wyze Floodlight. In just a few breezy steps, we'll have your floodlight installed, and you'll be protecting your home at night with bad guy banishing light that'll send thieves, wild animals, and vampires scurrying back to their hovels. But two things before we get started. First, check your local laws. If you install Wyze Floodlight in an area where self-installation is illegal, it could be the beginning of a life of crime. Before you know it, you won't be installing floodlights, you'll be hiding from them. Second, is there already a junction box where you plan to place your floodlight? A junction box looks like this. If you don't already have a junction box, you should probably stop here and hire an electrician to install one. There's no shame in seeking professional help, and the first step is admitting you can't do it alone. Electricians are standing by, ready to help carry the load. Not just the emotional load, but the 20-amp load. We at Wyze believe in empowering people, but not to the point of electrocution. But hey, assuming you do have a junction box, let's get nuts and start pressing wires together. Begin by checking the Wi-Fi signal at the place you want to install your floodlight. You can do it directly in the Wyze app to ensure good connection. Next, go to your breaker box and shut off the circuit breaker to the junction box where you want to install your floodlight. You should find the following items included with your Wyze floodlight. Once you have ensured there is no live electrical current at the installation point, place the mounting bracket into your junction box. Align the screw holes. Then, using a Phillips screwdriver, attach the mounting bracket to the junction box with the two medium bracket screws. Now attach the ground wire, which will be either a bare wire, a green wire, or green and yellow, to the mounting bracket using the short green ground wire screw. Ensure the wire is secured firmly to the bracket. Take the assembled floodlight and camera out of the box. Rotate the camera so that it's facing the same direction as the light. Then hang the entire assembly from the bracket as shown using the provided metal hook. The white wires are the neutral wires. Connect the neutral wire from the junction box to the neutral wire from the floodlight by inserting both ends into one of the wire nuts and twisting 5 to 10 times. Gently tug on the two wires to ensure that the nut is secure. The black wires are the hot wires. Connect the two hot wires in the same way by once again inserting both ends into the remaining wire nut and twisting 5 to 10 times. Take a moment to ensure that no copper wire is left exposed from either the black or white wires, then gently press the wires back inside the junction box behind the bracket. It's important to ensure that the junction wires do not end up pinched between the floodlight and the bracket. Place the floodlight assembly over the bracket with the lights above and the camera below. Fix it to the bracket with your screwdriver using the long floodlight screw. Once the assembly is firmly in place, protect the screw by inserting one of the rubber stoppers in the hole over the screw as shown. Finally, adjust the angles of the lights, sensor, and floodlight cam. The sensor should sit level with the ground, while cameras should tilt down at about 45 degrees and the light should tilt down at about 30 degrees. Go back to the breaker box and restore power to the floodlight. If you have attached the floodlight successfully, it should come on for 30 seconds, shortly after which your camera will begin flashing red, meaning that it's ready for setup. You can set up the camera and give it a name in the usual way by following the instructions in the Wyze app. You did it, you 5-star do-it-yourself hero! You installed that floodlight all by yourself. And even if you didn't do it all by yourself, that's okay. In fact, it's great. You made the right choice. Sure, it would have been cool to shock your friends with your wiring skills, but it wouldn't have been cool to shock yourself. You're still a hero who knows his limitations.